And now for something completely different. I just got the GoPro Media Mod. Actually, my mom got it for me for Christmas, so thanks, Mom. I just wanted to test it out and do a little video that's completely unrelated to cars. So if you're here for a car video, you're probably going to want to leave now. I went to an estate sale kind of thing from an old diner that closed down. The new owner was selling all the stuff out of it, and it was like a rock and roll themed diner. So I bought a guitar, which is a really cool guitar. And we're just going to take a look at that because I just wanted to test out this microphone, see how I like the audio, say what's up to you guys. I know I don't upload as much as I used to. Kind of like to just use this channel like primarily for car stuff, obviously, because that's what I do. But I used to do kind of like side vlog things where we'd go to air shows or go do whatever. We go to Vegas and stuff like that. And they never really got a whole lot of views in the first place, but none of my stuff does. So who cares, right? We'll just post some stuff anyway. I have a real Gibson Les Paul Custom, and they're, you know, about $4,000 right now. There's a company in the 80s and 70s. They're made in Japan, and they were making knockoff Les Pauls, and they actually got sued. And that's how the guitar company Ibanez came to be. And one of the guitars that was at this place was a Hondo, and I wanted to buy it, and it was 150 bucks. So I went and picked it up, and it's actually looking like it might have some pretty nice stuff in it. So we're gonna take it apart. I plugged it in, it doesn't work. Anyway, yeah, so just kind of a weird, different paced video. We're gonna play with the guitar a little bit. I'm in between writing articles right now, so I'm just kind of hanging out at home. It snowed a bunch, as you can see, so car stuff is coming. Actually, Ross and I are probably gonna take the green wagon that we just put the micro squirt full standalone on. We're gonna change the timing a little bit up top, use a different map I got, so we can hopefully get a little more aggressive timing out of it, and it'll accelerate okay, and we get decent fuel economy. We got to drive around and stuff and finish cleaning it up. So we do have car stuff coming. If you want to see what I'm doing on the professional side of car stuff, please check out my channel. That's just my name, linked in the description below. I have a Tesla video that's got over 80,000 views. So if you guys help me get to 1,000 subscribers, that'd be awesome, because then that channel can be monetized too. And that's kind of, you know, what I want to do with car stuff. What I've always wanted to do with car stuff is, you know, make professional, produced quality stuff. If you go back to my old videos, you can see that's what I was trying to do. I just didn't have the experience or the equipment. Now I do. So I wanted to start a separate channel that's kind of more associated with my journalism stuff that I'm doing and writing for all these companies and everything, and trying to be professional. So I have a professional channel. This one's not going anywhere. Ross and I are going to still keep screwing with cars, and we're going to keep drifting and having a good time. So at any rate, check that channel out. Thank you guys for sticking around. If you're still gonna watch this video, let's check out the guitar, huh? Just for reference, here's my actual Gibson Les Paul Custom. This is an Alpine White 2001 that I imported from Japan, ironically. It was white from the factory. You can see it looked yellow like that. Now they fade like that, and I think it was especially fast on this one because, you know, Japan loves cigarettes. But anyway, here you go. Here's the Hondo. You can see why there was lawsuits involved. Very, very blatant rip-off of a Les Paul Custom, binding and everything. But these kind of look like DiMarzio Super Distortion pickups, and you can see all the screws there are stripped out. If these are like legit 80s Super Distortions, that's really cool. They're probably used worth about $100 for just the set of pickups, so that's pretty cool. Like I said, I plugged in an amp. We got no noise. I think the jack's probably dead. If not, it could be some of these pots, but it's just wiring nuances and stuff that's pretty easy to fix. The switch is so crooked that really bothers me, but yeah, so I just realized I have 0 screwdrivers here, so I just went to Harbor Freight and bought a couple screwdriver sets, and we're going to try and get this thing pulled apart and take a look at what's going on here. The neck, for any of my guitar folks, is actually remarkably straight for having not been touched for probably 25-30 years, and it's actually was in tune when I had it for the most part, except for the G string, but it'd been hanging from a ceiling for however long and stayed in tune. So if you're a Gibson fan, you know that this is better than a Gibson in that front because it stayed in tune. Well, I guess except for the G string, which also makes sense. You can see like the mother of pearl inlays are a little bit smaller, and I mean they were smaller on Northern Les Pauls, which is the same era as this, but not that small, I don't think, and they're a little off center there. But all in all, this thing's really cool for really cheap. I don't have any, like, you know, proper guitar, I don't even know what you call this thing, where you, like, you know, stand it up or whatever. that I was trying to avoid. The new owner of the place, it looks like this used to have different tuners on it, or at least there's a hole right here. This one, I don't know if you can even see that. There's a little hole there, so maybe there was different tuners there at some point. The lighting kind of sucks from any angle, but the one I had you guys on before because I have a big studio light out. Make sure everything's tight here. Seems good for the most part. Oh, that one's loose. Yeah, I think some of the holes are just kind of stripped out. What might have happened is somebody put new tuning machines on there, and you know, didn't just kind of bored the holes out when they did so. I just want to take a look at this wiring in here, see what we got going on. See if there's any obvious broken wires. I think there's going to be one maybe in the jack there. The guy who bought the building is actually turning it into a tattoo shop. His name's Kendall, cool guy. He told me some of them were plugged in and they had like 1/4-inch cables running to the DJ booth beside the restaurant. So I'm wondering if this might have been one of the guitars that was plugged in. Oh boy. There it goes. Oh mama. So I'm thinking yes, it probably was. Oh boy. That is some bad soldering. Yeah, no wonder this thing doesn't work, huh? What? I don't know. So this definitely looks like it's been modified somehow to maybe be used in said restaurant, because you definitely, well, I mean, you might find bare wires with solder joints like that in these guitars. You definitely don't see those in Gibsons, which I guess explains the price point difference, but something tells me that that is not stock wiring. So I'm gonna have to pull a wiring diagram, figure out how the pots get wired, and then honestly should be as simple as correcting some of these wiring sins, and it'll probably be just fine. It makes me wonder if they were bypassing the pots or something, because it seemed like it was making noise, but it was really quiet. So at first I thought maybe that was like resistors or something that they were using to maybe bypass some of the pots. Yeah, it looks like that one's not soldered to anything, and then they were just getting some noise out of it for something or another. That is some nasty wiring though, but it does indeed go to the jack. So that's gonna have to be addressed. Interesting. Alright, time for the moment of truth. Let's see what these pickups are. This is what I'm mostly interested in. The bridge was like set up super high. What I think must have happened was this guitar, probably in the 80s, a guitar shop or something bought it, and all the screws are stripped and it's kind of hammered, and this restaurant came to a guitar shop going, hey, we need guitars for decorations, and they went, please God, take this one. Which is cool for me. I don't care. If it actually plays nice, I'll take it on tour, and then, you know, if I break something, who cares? I don't know if they'll say anywhere. Creamy sounding pickups, if you will. I could leave the bridge position one and have my, you know, 80s hair metal moments, and then put something like an Alinco Guitar Fetish neck pickup in there or something. Maybe a PX 100, the old Phil X signature. Interesting to say the least. This is going to need a little bit more wiring than I anticipated, but we can handle that. No big deal. Gonna have to ask Ross if oh wait, no, I have a good soldering iron here. Forget my tools aren't in Mountain Home anymore. So that'll be easy enough. Should probably get new screws all around. A friend of mine commented on my Snapchat story saying these are definitely super distortions, and he's a little bit more knowledgeable about this kind of stuff than I am. And I mean, like I said, there's not really anything else it could be, but I'm gonna take this funky, like, not properly shaped pick guard off. I don't like Les Pauls without pick guards. I don't care about, oh, you're interrupting the flow of the flame top. But, you know, whatever. We're gonna take this off. This doesn't have a flame top, so it doesn't matter. Use actual Gibson polish on this fake Gibson. I promise I'm not like a Gibson butthurt guy. I love Les Pauls, but like when I bought my SG, that for those of you who don't know, I buy guitars and sell them on Reverb. Kind of like flipping cars, but you know, you can do as many as you want. You don't need a vendor's license. So Les Pauls are kind of the easiest guitar to make money on if you can get them cheap enough, because everybody wants a Les Paul. Everybody also has a Les Paul, so they're hard to get cheap, but if you can get them cheap, then do it. Shipping guitars is a little intimidating, especially Gibsons, because the headstocks like to break off, but it's not too bad. This is actually cleaning up pretty nice. A little dusty, but everything. Oh, look at that. Well, it's good polish. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's fine. I'm Gibson butthurt, I guess. I don't know. Man. Whatever. Cleaned everything up pretty nice. See if those cleaning saddles is kind of not that easy of a thing to do, but you know, we'll give it a shot. See if we can clean up this bridge a little bit. I'm like the opposite of Murphy Lab. Oh yeah, that's working really good actually. If you buy a guitar that's pre-aged, you're stupid. Sorry, I don't feel bad about saying that. It's so dumb. By that I mean like relic guitars. Mine, obviously, I bought my Les Paul pre-aged because it's an old Les Paul and it was used to be, you know, people played it. I'm talking about the people that buy a brand new guitar and pay extra for one that comes ruined from the factory so it looks like it's old. I know old ones are actually expensive, I get that. But just get one and play it. Play the guitar to age it. I don't understand the fascination with pre-ruined brand new guitars. Well, there you go, everyone. The wiring's a little whack inside that old Les Paul wannabe, but we'll get it fixed. I'm kind of excited, honestly. I want to play it and see if I might actually like to, you know, gig it or whatever, because it's not like I can make any money on it. I just wanted it because it's a dumb, old, weird thing. That's why I like Volvos. So, yeah, speaking of Volvos, my wagon is still here. Ross and I have to do a head gasket on that next. Blew the head gasket 500 miles. It does have 500 miles now though, so once we have a new head gasket in it, we situate my oil cooler, which I might just delete. I know somebody said that Colton from Drifts and Loops blew up an engine running no oil cooler, but I got H-beam rods. I'm not worried about bending those. We got a lot of piston slap already. There's plenty of blow by. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll just probably run it with that one because I'm not going to drift it. It's just going to be kind of a you know, fun drive around town car, and if we blow an engine, we blow an engine. We know how to build it. We've done it before. At any rate, thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, add me on Snapchat at BigB1011. Go check out my pro channel. It's just called Braden Carlson on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description in the pinned comment. Follow Ross on Instagram at We Got Ross. He'll be in the next video probably. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out.